Are you ready? Are you ready for the thrill of victory? Are you ready to taste victory? Are you ready to take your sports betting to a whole new level? Sit up, put your feet on the floor, because we have work to do. Welcome to the grind. Welcome to Cappers Nation, your weekly all things sports betting show. Tune in live every Thursday at 8 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday at 9 a.m. Eastern. Let us make you a more successful sports bettor.
Good morning, everybody. Cappers Nation Live. Wednesday, Hump Day, Game Day edition, January the 22nd. Glad to have everybody here. Sorry to keep you all waiting. Ready to rock, ready to roll. Ready to have a good day today. Have another good day today. Everybody tuning in. Chido, Rio C, Shapendi, Fast Freddy in the house, Shane, Mr. Blevins, Jermaine, Alex, Chido. Happy birthday to your brother. Thank you, everybody, for the birthday wishes. Shapendi, good morning. Glad to have everybody with us. Back in the office. Unfortunately, back in the office. I'm not going to lie. I'd rather much be back at Lake Havasu fishing and enjoying the lake life. That's for sure. Good morning, William, tuning in via text message. Thanks for joining us, brother. Justice, what's going on? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Christopher Bayer, Jonathan. Welcome, everybody. Just getting everything up and running. We're going to jump right into it today. Glad to be back. Well, I guess that is a lie. I'd rather be on Lake Havasu, so I guess that is a lie. Thank you, Christopher, and everybody for the birthday wishes. Full recap of everything that we did yesterday coming your way. Personal plays had a nice 3-0 day, clean sweep of the board. Titus, good morning. Arturo, thank you, everybody. Maryland laying 7.5. Not sure how they came back so big, but we got a nice big victory there. We'll take it. Definitely was much needed. VCU laying the 12 against St. Joe's, as well as New Mexico laying 11.5. So 3-0 on my personal plays yesterday. Premium plays ended up splitting out, going 2-2 yesterday. Kentucky laying 11.5. Winning by 10, barely missing it by a bucket there. Texas Tech money line dropped that one. Duke under 151, that was a nice winner, and then the LA Clippers plus 1.5. So 2-2 there, needing a much big day coming up. Thank you, Titus. Yeah, definitely many more. When I blow out the candles, that's what I wish for, is another one. That way I keep redoing it. Definitely excited for today. Got a nice big family dinner planned. Nice big family dinner planned, and not going to be Fast Freddy posted in the live chat a couple minutes ago. Did I catch a fish or two? I did catch a fish or two. Got a couple every day. Was just testing out the boat. It's been a while since I took it out. I'm actually going to fish a fishing tournament in about a week and a half. So another fishing trip planned. Headed down to Lake Havasu next week. Again. This time I won't be in the motorhome, although the motorhome travel is a lot of fun. I don't mind staying in the motorhome, that's for sure, but I'll be in a hotel, so live shows will be able to go off without a hitch. It'll be a lot of fun. Shane, you had Texas Tech as well. Thank you, everybody, for the kind comments. Never as KC, thanks for joining us. Just getting everything up and running. If you guys are not aware, the double up sale is still going on and going strong. Buy 3 days of premium plays or 3 days of my personal plays for $99. And then you also will get 3 days free. So buy 3 days, get 3 days free, $99. That is still ongoing. That is still ongoing, and then it's going to be ending shortly, though. So if you're on the fence or if you know your package is going to be renewed, you might want to do it early. That way you do not miss out. Alrighty, so what we're going to do now, Raymond, thank you, sir. I appreciate that. 39 years young. How about that Kansas State brawl at the end of the game yesterday? And if you guys see that one, that was absolutely crazy. Need to make you guys let you guys tune in or let you guys join the live show. That would be funny. I didn't see what started. I know there was a late block. I know Kansas State went to go make a dunk with like a second left or something. Some no-nothing dunk. Shot. It was a pretty vicious block too, but it is what it is. It ain't what it ain't. Unfortunately, not going to be here in a little bit, so we'll get a couple breakdowns going. Hopefully, we can get the free plays in the right direction, because I'll be honest with you, free plays have definitely been way off. I mean, everything's been way off. My personal plays, with the exception of yesterday's 3-0 premium plays. Premium plays have been trending in the right direction. Win a couple days and they'll have a bad day. Win a couple days and have a bad day, which I'm perfectly fine with. But they had a couple split out days. Looking for another big monster day to get the premium plays back trending in the upward direction. But overall, the last couple weeks, everything's been off. Everything's been off from premium plays to my personal plays. About the only thing that's been rolling in the correct direction has been my game of the week. Speaking of my game of the week, for everybody that doesn't know, which a lot of you probably don't know unless I told you, but my game of the week will be tomorrow, is on Thursday this week, guys. My game of the week is on Thursday. And a lot of options. They're bringing back the big 4-day sale. 4 days of premium plays or 4 days of my personal plays. You get the game of the week, the UFC, and the UFC Max Fight Pick, all for $200. But I'm also having my big game of the week, just like last week, although it wasn't on sale last week. But we're going to bring it back on sale for you guys. I haven't put my game of the week at $50 in a long time. So my game of the week, it is college basketball. It will be posted as soon as the live odds go live on it. I already have a great feeling on where I know it's going to be, where it should be. Where it's going to be, but where it should be. So we're going to take advantage of an early line movement. But even if you sign up late or tomorrow, you'll still be fine. It should be a nice big blowout victory for everybody, just like last week or the week before. But my game of the week will be posted on the website later on this evening or later on this afternoon, depending on when the odds come out for this specific game. And it's going to be on sale normally $100. It'll be on sale $50, guaranteed to win, or you get the next one absolutely free. Raymond, believe it or not, I didn't catch that many. I went for more of a sightseeing mission. I haven't been on Havasu in a little over a year. And going to fish a pro tournament there in a week and a half. Or 2 weeks, I think, is when it starts officially. Right after Super Bowl's when it starts. So went down there, make sure the boat was running good. Ran up the river. Did a lot of looking. A lot of shallow backwater stuff. Did a lot of looking. And then, but I did catch a handful. Caught a handful the first day. Yesterday, only caught a few. I woke up 2:30 in the morning to the sound of pouring down rain when I was in the motorhome. So, which shouldn't affect the smallmouth much, but by the time I got out on the water, the storm had already blown out, so we had that nice, cold, post-frontal bluebird conditions, and we all know if you're a fisherman, that doesn't make for ideal fishing conditions, so that part sucked. But used it for more of a little sightseeing mission. The second day went down into the Bill Williams, if you guys are ever familiar with Havasu, which is another river that flows into Havasu from Alamo Lake. So went into the way back there and found some nice warm water to flip and have some fun down there. But I think I caught 6 smallmouth total. Not many. I mean, but it's wintertime. It's cold. Well, the river, well, the lake temp is 52 degrees. So it's still cold, which is, I know, warmer than what a lot of you guys have up in the northern part. But more of a little sightseeing trip and all of that before the big tournament. Because normally I'd go back again, but I don't have time to go back until right before the tournament for practice. Brian asks, how should they suspend the Astro players? If they can prove without a doubt that they cheated, then yeah, they should be suspended. But if you can't prove, if it's just hearsay, then I don't know how you suspend somebody on hearsay. But that's just me. Alrighty, so what we're going to do now Wow, Thiago Alves signs with Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship in the UFC, former UFC title contender. Wow. I would not have expected that. Alrighty, so what we're going to do now, rather than you guys stare at the top of my head, what we're going to do now, we're going to break down a couple games, get you guys on a free play, and we need to get the free plays rolling in the right direction. And I'm going to be real honest with you guys. The daily free play that we put out, the daily free play video that we put out, and if you guys did not watch that video, you probably should. That's not a consensus play. That is not a consensus play. That is a premium play that was put out. That is a premium play that was put out on the daily free play video, the one where I was filming in my Jeep this morning, driving back. And I am tempted to go to the lake. I mean, the boat is attached to the Jeep in the parking lot. So if you guys know what that free play is, please don't post it in the live chat. It's the reason why we make the videos is so you guys go and watch them. But if you want a free premium play, it's in that video. There is a free premium play in that video that I put out this morning. And when you're done watching that video, make sure you drop us a comment, hit that thumbs up button, let us know you appreciate all the hard work. I know the free plays have been sucking as of late, and 90% of people that are here, for the free plays, and that's perfectly fine. And there's nobody that wants to win more than I do for you guys. So when we lose, rest assured I'm losing too, and I don't like it. I don't like it, and it's unacceptable. So get the free plays out to you guys a little bit earlier now, and keep them coming your way. Keep them winning, or actually get them winning, and then we'll keep them winning. Because you guys deserve it. Shane, you went big on it. Well, it's you picked the right one. Hopefully, we end up getting a nice big victory, because it is a premium play that was put out. I put out a premium play. I decided to say screw it and put out a premium play. So definitely excited. Definitely excited. Alrighty. So, without further ado, I think it's time to have some fun. What do you guys say? Are you betting on Navy? Well, Crazy Fly Gaming, I guess you need to go watch the video. I guess you need to go watch the video to find out who we're betting on. That's why we have the videos. I mean, it's only a 2-minute video. It's not that hard to watch. 2 minutes and 50 seconds total. All right. So I know there was a game request. Shane asked for 793, 794. I think that's the St. Louis game. I think that's the St. Louis game, if I'm not mistaken. Alrighty. We will definitely do that one. Matter of fact, I will start with that one first, Shane, just for you. We'll start with that one. Alrighty. No problem, no problem. Let me get everything up and running, and then we will get that one underway. Let me pop into this one. Game 793, 794, just getting it up and running. St. Louis and Davidson. St. Louis and Davidson. Davidson opening up as a 2.5-point favorite. That line is still hanging around 2.5 at 5 dimes. It's at 3 at the Westgate, 2.5 and other places. The D Casino's got it at 3. Caesars at 3.5. Stations 3. Bovada and BetDSI both 2.5. What's going on, Mr. Oregon Ducks? Thanks for joining us. Total opened up at 133. 5 dimes currently has St. Louis and Davidson over and under 134, which seemed to be about the norm. The D Casino here in town has it at 134.5. Shane says, seems like the wrong team is getting the points. We will definitely take a gander in that and break this one down. I do not have a play on this one. It's not part of my personal plays or premium plays today? Not one bit. Not one bit. Give me 1 second. Just getting everything up and running. First of all, let's take a look at St. Louis. 14-4 on the year. Travis Ford's got his Bilkins. They were rolling. They just had an overtime loss to Dayton. They lost 78-76 in OT at home. Here they are. They're going to be on the road against Davidson, guys. And most recently, they had wins over Massachusetts, George Washington, and Richmond. Taking a look at Davidson, guys, 8-9 on the year. Bob McKillop, he's got his Wildcats reeling from their disaster of a little streak. If you guys remember correctly, we talked about Davidson beginning of the week. We talked about them, I believe it was on Monday when we talked about them. Saturday. We talked about them last Saturday against their game against St. Joseph's. And here they are. They lost 3 straight to Vandy, Duquesne, as well as Rhode Island before they bounced back with their OT win over St. Joseph's on Tuesday, guys. They suffered a loss to Richmond, losing by 6, 70-64 at home. And they just had a nice big win, bounce back win over Fordham on the road, beating them by 12. They're 2-3 in conference play, Atlantic 10 conference play, guys. Whereas St. Louis is also 3-2. 3-2. Here they are at home against St. Louis, guys. This is definitely going to be a tough game for them. As far as home court advantage goes, they do play in the Belk Arena. It's one of the smaller ones, holds 5,200 fans. They've got a home court advantage of a score of 3.2, which makes it the 156th toughest place to play in all of Division One. Taking a look at the side, or both sides on this one, when you're comparing them side by side, one thing that you're going to see is Davidson is a very well-rounded offensive team. Davidson offense is... based on adjusted efficiencies, it has a much better offensive program, no doubt about it. They shoot the ball better. They turn the ball over less. However, one thing that they struggle at is offensive rebounds. Brian, can I break down the Morehead State Tennessee Tech? Yeah, we'll take a look at that game for you. Give me a game number, please. Davidson is overall the much more well-rounded team, as like I was saying, in all aspects of shooting. So as far as Shane asking, it seems like the line is wrong here. Well, you take a look at St. Louis, and yeah, they're a 14-win program. They've only suffered 4 losses to Seton Hall, Auburn, Duquesne, and Dayton. But you have to take a look at St. Louis's competition, and who have they played? Who have they played? Florida Gulf Coast, Valparaiso, Eastern Washington, High Point, Belmont, Boston College, Southern Illinois, Tulane. These are all their wins. Marysville, Missouri, Community College, Kansas State. That's probably their most notable win, with the exception of Boston College, would be Kansas State. Other than that, Bethman, Cookman, Massachusetts, George Washington, Richmond. Bunch of gimme games for this program that basically have led them to 14-4. And when they have played a quality opponent like Dayton, Duquesne, and Duquesne's not even a quality opponent. Dayton, Auburn, and Seton Hall, they've got 3 losses. And 2 of those actually came at home. You take a look at Davidson, and yeah, they may be 8-9. They may be a 9-loss program, but let's just take a look at the quality opponents. Charlotte. They lost to Wake Forest in a semi-home game, lost by 12. They lost to Marquette by 10 on a neutral site game. They lost to Temple by 13. They lost to Vandy by 5, Duquesne by 7, Rhode Island by 11, and Richmond most notably by 6. They also have wins over Fordham, St. Joseph's, Loyola, Chicago, Coppin State, Northeastern, Fairfield, Nevada, and much tougher schedule. Davidson has the much. Comparing them side by side, first of all, St. Louis hitting 48 for Davidson. Let's take a look at those offensive rebounds. Let's take a look at the offensive rebound side. St. Louis hitting 35.3% of all the rebounds coming for It's just 23.5% of the time. 3-ball shooting. Davidson knocking down 34.6%. St. Louis, 32.3%. Both of these numbers are down in conference play. Davidson down to 31%, and St. Louis down to 26% from out deep during conference play. Now the 2-balls. Every 2-point play, every jump shot, layup, and dunk, St. Louis hitting 49%, 52.2% for Davidson. When you take a look at conference play, both of them are in the 49% for Davidson and just under 49% for St. Louis. Free throw shooting. St. Louis is doesn't matter in conference play or all year long, 56%. Davidson hitting 77% all year long. Just in conference play, in their 5 conference play games, they're hitting just under 80%. 2-foul participation. St. Louis will play up to 20% of the time. Davidson won't participate, just 4.8%. Super low number for the 2-foul participation protocol, which if you guys are not aware, that's how much playing time on average a coach will give a player once they reach 2 fouls in the first half. Definitely a big advantage to know this. Both go to the bench for roughly 25% of the total minutes. Height advantage, there's over a 2-inch height advantage on average for every player over at Davidson over St. Louis. Taking a look at point distribution, St. Louis only relies on 3-pointers to be 22% of their total points, whereas Davidson relies on the 3-ball to be for 39% of their total points. They definitely don't rely on the free throw shooting to be a point factor. Just 15% of their total points come from the free throw line compared to the 19 of St. Louis. And that's unfortunate for Davidson because these guys could absolutely knock down a free throw. You put them on the line, they're going to knock it. They're going to put it in the hoop. They're actually ranked very, very low on what they depend on as far as point shooting when it comes to the free throws. So as far as this one goes, and I don't have a play on this one. I don't have a play on this game, so I've got no skin in this game. But as far as the line goes, the line being off, I don't think the line is off. I think the better team is favored. Now, the record may not depict who the better team is. Okay, Davidson being 8-9, they're the more talented team on offense. No doubt about it. St. Louis's defense is definitely better than Davidson. They defend the ball better, especially down low. However, they've got the smaller team. They definitely have the smaller team. I think they get pushed around today. I think the line is correct where it's at. But if I was going to do anything on this one, and I'm not, but if I was, I'd probably take a look at that Davidson money line minus $1.45 rather than having to lay 2.5 and win by 3. So if I had to do anything, it would probably be the Davidson money line. Next up, we're going to take a look. The Cincinnati Bearcats and the Temple game. Game 8-19, 8-20. We're going to break down that game for you guys next. Let me pop up everything for that game. Be on EN News for everybody that's trying to watch this one. Bearcats versus the Owls. No problem, Shane. I don't, and I don't think when you first look at it, yeah, you're going to think the wrong team's favored. But when you start breaking down strength of schedule and quality of opponent, and you're taking a look at how how Davidson's fared against like teams, I think you'll see that Davidson, even though they have the worst record, they're probably the better team. Overall, offense and defense will be the better team on the court. That's for sure, but I think they're the better team. Alrighty. Next up, game 819, 820. Free play is a good one this week, or today. Free play is a good one today. You need to get the free plays back on track and back winning, because free plays have definitely been lacking. That's for sure. That's for sure. I'll be the first one to admit it, that the free plays have definitely been lacking, and they need to get back on track. And pretty sure we got them back on track. We'll get them back on track starting today. Mexican sensation. What happened to Chase? I don't know what happened to Chase. What's the deal there? Not sure what happened to him. Did something happen? All right, game 819, 820, Cincinnati, Temple. Temple opening up as a 2.5-point dog. That line is still staying. Cincinnati laying 2.5. Just about everywhere. There's a couple spots that just clicked it to 3. Line is definitely trending in the upward direction. Caesars and Stations, which generally have the higher lines, have it at 3. Total opened up at 131. 5 Dimes has it at 132. Westgate 131.5. 131.5 seems to be about the norm. Hold on one second, guys. Give me one quick second. Okay. I do apologize. Had to check something real quick on this game. First of all, guys, Cincinnati 11-7 on the year. John Brannon, he's got his Bearcats. Seems to be win one, lose one, win one, lose one. They've been back and forth since December 7th, quite a bit. Since they had that back-to-back loss against Xavier and Colgate, they haven't really been able to get the ball rolling. Coming off of a loss to Tulane, they did rattle off 2 wins against Tulsa and UCF, both home and away. And then they ran into Memphis. They got beat by 11 on the road against Memphis. They just most notably on Sunday bounced back with a big blowout victory over East Carolina, beating them 82-57. Here they are on the road again against Temple, guys. And what can we say about Temple? I mean, here they are. They're favored on the road. All right, Temple, guys. The Temple Owls 10-7 on the year. American Athletic Conference conference game. Oh, and most notably, Cincinnati's 4-2 in conference play. They've got conference losses against Tulane and Memphis. They also have wins over UConn, Tulsa, UCF, and East Carolina, who they smashed on Sunday. Taking a look at the 10-7 Temple Owls, they're 2-4 in conference play. They've actually lost 4 out of their last 5 games. Their only win came when they shockingly beat the Shockers in Wichita State, beating them 65-53 back last Wednesday, a week ago. All right. They're 2-3 in conference play, with their only wins came against UCF and Wichita State. They beat UCF by 4, who got beat by 14 by Cincinnati just a week and a half ago. So, losing 4 out of their last 5 games. They lost to Tulsa, Houston, Tulane, and SMU. Here they are at home against Cincinnati. Aaron Mickey is definitely trying to get his Owls back on the right track. As far as a home court advantage goes, they play in the LaSaria Center, holds a little over 10,200 fans. Home court advantage 3.2, so it's one of the tougher, in the top half of home court advantages with a 3.2 score, but not much of a big factor. It's the 164th toughest place to play, so it's not a big deciding factor. But when you compare things side by side. First of all, let's take a look at the offense. The Bearcats' offense is light years ahead of what Temple does on offense. All right. However, the Temple defense overall, based on adjusted efficiencies, we have them with the 17th best defense in all of Division One, and Cincinnati coming in no slouch, right behind them at the 10 spots behind them at the 27th spot. Brian, I believe he's referring to my buddy Chase over at Chase Wins. As far as, both of these teams, when you start breaking them down, their defenses are not that far apart. However, offense with the Bearcats is definitely light years ahead. And believe it or not, Cincinnati struggles in quite a few areas on offense. All right, one area where they excel, offensive rebounds, hitting 32.5% of all the rebounds come from the offensive glass. Just 26.3% offensive rebounding capability for Temple. Temple hitting just 46% from the field. Cincinnati just under 50%. Cincinnati hitting 31.1% of all their three-point attempts. That number is up to 32 in conference play. Temple hitting just 32% all year long from out deep, and down even lower in conference play to 28%. Cincinnati hitting 51% of all their two-point plays, every jump shot, layup, and dunk. Temple layup and dunk. Temple way down low at 45.2%. Free throw shooting. Both teams struggle to knock down free throws. Cincinnati hitting 67%, 66.8% to be specific, and Temple 68.4%. Although I will tell you this much, Temple's picked it up a tad bit, not much, a tad bit in conference play, up to 71%. Both struggling to protect the ball. Both turn over the ball over 19%, 19.2% of the time for Temple, 20.8% of the time for Cincinnati. Two foul participation. Temple will participate up to 17% of the time, which is not a big number. Cincinnati just under 8%. So not much of an advantage for either team there, with the numbers being 17 and 8. Going to the bench, both go to the bench for over 30% of minutes played by bench personnel. Height advantage, there's about an inch height advantage on average per player over at Cincinnati. I think the Bearcats get the job done here. I think the line is off, myself personally. I think the line on this one, because I took a look at this one hard this morning, I had the line, Cincinnati laying 4.5. They're only laying 2.5 here. Taking a look at them at the possible money line, because obviously I'm a value better. I bet numbers, not teams, and I don't mind laying a little extra juice to be able to get something on the money line and have to win by 1 versus having to win by 3, much like in the Davidson game. So when it's a low money line game or low spread game like this, I always take a look at the money line. Cincinnati minus $1.40, $1.40, $1.45. And it's great value there. I'd rather have lay an extra 35-cent juice and have to win by 1 than it end up being a close game and Cincinnati winning by 1 or winning by 2 and not covering the 2.5. So I don't think you'll need it in this scenario. So, I do like Cincinnati laying the 2.5. But if I was going to bet it, I'd definitely take the money line minus $1.45. That's myself personally. So, I know, Justice. Chase doesn't put out videos every day. I don't know what people don't understand about that. Chase doesn't do videos every day. Just like we don't post videos on YouTube every single day. We're not going to be posting videos on YouTube every single day. You want our videos? You better be checking our website. Especially if they're not on here. You should be checking our website. Just because he doesn't put out a video every single day. And I believe he's been going live over posting a video. righty. All right, so we're going to break down a couple more games, and then we're going to send you guys on your merry way. Unfortunately, not going to be live for too long today. I wish that I could. For everybody that doesn't know, my game of the week will be posted on the website for tomorrow. Game of the week, $50 on sale. I haven't brought it to you guys for $50 in quite some time, but it'll be posted on the website very, 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 very shortly. Be posted on the website today. Matter of fact, I think it's been a month since we brought it to you guys on sale. $50, guaranteed winner. You get the next one free. Just like last week, we're going to be winning. And the week before that, winning. And the week before that, winning. And the week before that. That's about been the only thing that's been consistent is my damn game of the week. We had Michigan State laying 9 against Wisconsin. Another blowout victory last week. I believe it was Friday. We're going to have it again tomorrow, but it's not a Friday game of the week. It's a Thursday game of the week. It's definitely going to be a good time, that's for sure. That is for sure. Jonathan, before 5 dimes. Well, I've always bet here in town, and I still bet here in town. But as far as offshore stuff, the first one I ever dabbled in was Bovada. I mean, I have a Bovada account, a bookmaker account, 5 dimes account. I have accounts everywhere. I do more betting here in town than I do offshore. That's for sure. I do more here. Do I suggest multiple sites? Yeah, obviously, yeah. You should shop around. I agree. I believe in shopping around and getting the best line possible. You should always shop around. The name of the game is beating the closing line. And if you're not beating the closing line consistently, you're not going to be successful. You know, and speaking of being successful, I don't care how bad your losing streak is going. If you're successful in doing what you do, you manage your bankroll properly, you work your way out of it. Just like we'll do. Just like premium plays will do. Just like my personal plays do. Just like they always do. Because you're going to have losing streaks. You know, everybody has, you know, losing streaks. From time to time, they all happen. You know, it's just even successful people you know, the losing streaks will happen, but it's what you do during your losing streaks and after your losing streak that really matters. You know, if you're one that just goes all in when you're losing, it's probably the reason why you're bust and you have nothing. But if you manage your bankroll consistently and you micromanage it and you do what you're supposed to do, there's probably a reason why you're successful. All right, it's one of the reasons why we are successful long term, and clients have been with me for. Some have been with me for just a year. I have some that have been with me well over a year. Where's my brother Jamar at? He's been with me, I think 5 years now. Reggie's been with me a couple years. You know, a lot of you guys have actually been on my personal plays for more than multiple years, or our premium plays multiple years, and that speaks volume because it's all about bankroll management. So, without further ado, let's get another game day breakdown rolling. Let's take a look at Georgetown and Xavier, guys. That's going to be the next one, 781, 782. Because unfortunately, I can't stay live for that long. Remember, guys, buy 3 days of premium plays or my personal plays today, and we will double it up and make it 6. You get 3 days free. Buy 3 days, get 3 days free. No problem, Jonathan. Mr. Watson's been here for a while. This is his actual second year on the NHL package. Alrighty, so Georgetown Xavier. Boop, boop, boop. Wrong keyboard. Right mouse, wrong keyboard. There we go. 6:30 Eastern time. A little bit of an earlier game for you guys today. 3:30 on the West Coast. What's going on, Corey? Thank you. Randy, good morning or afternoon. Yeah, Jonathan, you can't go wrong with 5 dimes. Can't go wrong with 5 dimes. If you're looking for an offshore, you can't go wrong with them. All right, guys, Xavier opening up as a 3.5-point favorite. It is now up to 4. The Westgates actually has it at 4.5. This game is moving. Total is also moving. Opened up at 147. It is up a full point to 148. Take a look at the Hoyas, guys. Georgetown, Patrick Ewing, he's got his team definitely in a downward trend. They've actually won 2 out of their last 6 games against St. John's and Creighton, with losses coming to Providence, Seton Hall, Villanova, and Marquette. They're definitely in a tough schedule. They get Xavier today, then they get a Xavier today, then they get a week off. Next Tuesday, they get Butler, St. John's, Seton Hall, DePaul, Butler, Providence, DePaul. Welcome to that Big East Conference play time, guys, where it's absolutely insane. Xavier, guys, the Musketeers, Travis Steele's program, 12-6, riding a big losing streak. They've lost 3 games. They've actually lost 4 out of their last 5 games, with losses to Villanova, Seton Hall, Creighton, and Marquette. When they had that big loss to Villanova, they beat St. John's 6 days after that, and then they ran into a train wreck. Seton Hall, Creighton, Marquette, all losing home and away. They've lost their last 2 games at home, then they lost to Marquette on the road. Here they are against Georgetown at home, guys. Take a look at the Cintas Center, holds 10,224 fans. It's the 87th largest. Place to play, so you're going to give about a 1.5 to 2-point factor for that one right there. And when you're taking a look at the line being 4 right now, if it was on a neutral site game, it would probably be Xavier laying 2, if not 2.5. Eddie Sports Money, it's your birthday as well. Happy birthday, Danny. Thank you. Thanks for joining us. All right, taking a look at both of these teams side by side. First of all, Xavier trending in the wrong direction. Georgetown also trending in the wrong direction. Battle of the wrong trending teams trying to get a spark and get something going. All right, taking a look at Xavier at home. They've lost their last 2. They're 1-4 in conference play, with their only win coming up against St. John's. Georgetown, guys, 2-4 in conference play, with wins over St. John's and Creighton. Taking a look at what they've done on the road, they haven't won on the road since December 7th against SMU. Before that was a December 4th road victory against Oklahoma State. They do have a neutral site win over Texas. Since then, they've lost their last 3 road games, all against Providence, Seton Hall, and Villanova. Taking a look at the side-by-side comparison of both teams, first of all, what you'll find out, Georgetown has the much better offense. Xavier, the much better defense. Offense versus defense here. Georgetown, a high pace, flying up and down the court. They're the 24th fastest pace team in Division I, averaging just 15.7 seconds per possession. Xavier coming in at 17.3 seconds on average per possession. Hold on 1 second, folks. Just got to do one quick change real quick. Just need to check something real quick. Okay. So, we are back. Taking a look at how both teams perform. Xavier hitting just under 49% from the field, 51% for Georgetown. Offensive rebounds, both are over 30%, 31% for Xavier, 35% for Georgetown. Thank you, Corey, for jumping on board my game of the week. It's not posted yet, but it will be emailed as soon as it's posted online. It'll be for tomorrow. It is a Thursday game, but it'll be posted later today. All right, it'll be posted later today. We're just waiting for the line on this one to come out. Taking a look at Georgetown knocking down a 36% success rate from out deep beyond the arc for three-point shooting. They're actually the number 2 shooting team, three-point shooting team in the Big East Conference. Three-point shooting team in the Big East Conference. In conference play, their number is still hovering around 35%. Xavier hitting 29.4% all year long. That number is down to 27% in conference play as well. 2-point plays, Georgetown hitting 50%, Xavier 51%. Both of those are down 2% each, identical in conference play. Georgetown hitting 76% of all their free throws, 68% for Xavier. Xavier struggling from the free throw line, whereas Georgetown definitely takes advantage of the charity stripe. That is for sure. 2 foul participation, both are roughly 20%, 19% for 19.9%. So we can round up and say 20 for Georgetown, 21% for Xavier. Height advantage, half-inch height advantage on average per player for Xavier over Georgetown. Experience level the same, bench minutes the same in the 28th percentile. Both rely on the 3-ball, not as much as you would think. Georgetown, excellent 3-ball shooting team, relies on it for just 24% of their total points. But they do get a 20% clip for all their free throws. A team that definitely puts up a lot of free throws. That is for sure. So out of curiosity, for everybody, how is the stream here on YouTube today? How is the stream? I am getting a video output low warning. Stream health in the red from YouTube. So just curious how the viewer experience is on your guys' side. I haven't seen any issues, but it's been red the entire time. So just making sure the stream is still good on your guys' end. Shane, it's bad. What is it doing? Raymond, not good? That's weird. So as far as Georgetown and Xavier goes, I don't have a play on this one, but I do like Georgetown. I like that the line's moving to 4.5, so I do lean the dog here. Georgetown plus 4.5. They may not win outright, but I definitely do like the dog. Shane, you're just kidding. See, now you're teasing me. See, it's weird. I have a video output low. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewer experience will experience buffering, which is weird. But yet I hit the refresh button on my browser and it's green. I don't know. But as always, if you guys ever have any issues, always post up in the comments. There may be things that we can do. So I do lean towards Georgetown plus the 4.5 here. Corey, it's lagging just a little bit. Okay. One of our internets, yeah, our upload speed's a little low today. Our upload speed's a little on the low side today. Even the download is a little on the low side today. So hopefully that'll be fixed for tomorrow's live stream. We'll be live again tomorrow. Time to get you guys on a free play. Remember, the daily free play is actually a premium play. It wasn't announced in the video, but that is actually a premium play. It made our premium play card. Okay, that made our premium play card. I'm going to get you guys on a nice big personal play of mine. That way you guys get the best of both worlds today. You get a free premium play. You get a free personal play. And we definitely need to get the free plays for you guys rolling in the right direction. Give me 1 second, folks. Just want to double check the line, make sure nothing has changed on this one. Shouldn't have. It has a little bit. It's changed just a little bit. Not much. It went up a point, which I'm not too concerned about it. Let me get it up here on the screen for you guys. This is what I gave out to all my personal play clients, but obviously I see we're moving the line. We've been moving the line a little bit here. Free personal play, North Dakota State, South Dakota State. I gave it out at over 140.5. I see it up to 141. Let me get it in the comment section. What we put it out at is over 140.5. Randy, when will you be releasing your Super Bowl prop package? The Super Bowl prop package last year was absolutely insane. As far as this year, all of that stuff, we should have all of that information for you guys. I'm hoping tomorrow. Hoping to have everything ironed out for what they're going to have for the Super Bowl tomorrow. Should definitely be a good time, though, that's for sure. Just like last year. Super Bowl be, especially the prop package, was off the hook. But all of that should be out shortly. All of that should be out shortly. So, trying to get them to sweeten it up. Thanks, Shane. Definitely going to have a good dinner. Yours is over 142. That's a 1.5 higher. I'm sure it's fine, but I mean, I already bet it at over 140.5. I'm sure 142 is fine, but I'd hate for you to miss it. But I think over 142 will be fine. You know what I really want to drink right now? Something with some Excedrin. Got an absolute migraine rolling. But again, guys, premium plays, buy 3 days, get 3 days free. That's ongoing right now. And don't forget, buy 1 month of premium plays. They're going to give you 2 months free. Killer deal. And then my game of the week will be out later on today sometime, and that's $50 on sale. Normally $100. So I haven't brought it to you guys for $50 in a while. All right, guys, enjoy your day. I'm going to get out of here. I got a meeting to go to, and then get ready for the big family dinner tonight. Again, thanks, everybody, for tuning in. We'll be live again tomorrow, noon Eastern, 9 Pacific. If you're on my personal plays, they are already out. If you're on premium plays, they're already posted. Premium plays are already posted. Going to be a great day today nonetheless. So make sure you get on board. All right, guys? Be a great day today. All right, guys, take it easy. Good luck. Always bet within your means. Don't do anything stupid, and we'll see you guys all live tomorrow, noon Eastern, 9 Pacific. Take it easy, guys.